So Melissa, Emily is sleeping through the night. She's the perfect child, of course. And you're adjusting to motherhood and about to go back to a fabulous new job as the partner of Profit Consulting. How has motherhood changed you, and how do you think you'll change in the workplace going forward?
Great questions. First, I think motherhood has changed my perspective. I've been joking around with some of my colleagues and my friends that now I have a mommy filter, if you will. Everything that I look at, it looks a little bit different through the lens of being a parent. I think one of the biggest and most critical changes that I've noticed is a change within myself. It is really to go deep and understand my internal struggles and the language in which I use to speak to myself, and make me have the ability to really try to be a good living example for my daughter, to really set the right example and to be authentic with it, not expect her to be able to move forward with a hypocrite of a mother. So for example, positive body image, not allowing social media to make you disgruntled in terms of how you look from a day-to-day basis. I want to be that person for her. I joke around that I went to the hospital for an unplanned C-section and I came back with a heart surgery, a bigger heart. She has definitely created a way for me to look at things with more empathy and more love. And I really appreciate that. From a work perspective, what I'm inspired by is the change of the workforce. COVID these days is really having businesses look under a microscope at their current policies and procedures. Work tomorrow is going to be very different than work prior to COVID. I do believe that there are opportunities to disrupt gender stereotypes. So not just flexible work or childcare options. I think that is really important, but I think that there is an opportunity to really look at policies and the procedures. Can we make our maternity leave policies the same length as our paternity leave policies? Can we ignite that kind of recognition and rewards and change that script for men also to get rewarded and not punished for taking off time to help develop and grow their families, increased protection against dismissals, addressing pay gap through transparent data, being able to start talking about that with their peers and really understanding, are there any inequities and what do we do to address them? I think one of the most important things that I've always taken to heart is the importance of having women's representation from right out of college all the way to the boardroom. It's really to be intentional in regards to who you're partnering with. Can you partner with women-owned businesses? And in all of that, I think you need to wrap it up with something that's critical and important that I think many organizations can potentially miss, which is collect the data. Collect the data and track the impact, because that's going to make you accountable. Someone told me once that you measure what you value.